Hey everybody, it's the Fat Man here. Welcome back to the channel. Today I just wanted to say thank you to everybody who has left me a comment recently. You guys have been overwhelmingly positive, and that really impressed me. I'm of the opinion that the internet often can be very negative, very uh, sort of hateful for no good reason, so on and so forth. I'm sure you guys know where I'm coming from. You're using it, you know. So I wanted to thank you guys. You were very encouraging because my channel's brand new, you know. I got lots of encouragement. I got lots of feedback on the videos I've done. People are sharing their own experiences, which I love, by the way. I love to hear about that. And the people who disagree with me are doing so in a respectful manner, and I think that's outstanding. I try to always, you know, when I haven't come to the same conclusion as someone else, I try to always say I respectfully disagree, and you know, proceed with that kind of a tone, you know, to the conversation. Try to be nice, because what's the point of communication if you want to change somebody's mind, right? You're never going to do that by yelling at them or being hateful or whatever, you know. So yeah, I really appreciate sort of the tone you guys have taken with me. It is awesome. I did want to comment that I was gone Saturday, and at the end of this video, I'll tell you the story of my day. For those who care, it was a bad day. It was a rough day. So today I'm kind of trying to recover from yesterday. And I'm super dehydrated, which I'll explain again later. But so a lot of you guys have in the comment section, you will share a new idea with me. That's something I have not yet encountered, right? And you leave me a link so that I can click the link and immediately learn about the new thing. Like one person, and I apologize, I didn't, you know, like memorize everybody's screen names or anything. One person sent me a link about I believe it's the Arc de Triomphe, and sort of the occult history of that structure. And that was awesome because just reading the comment, I didn't know what was going on, but then clicking the link, I was like, oh, okay, I'm up to speed now. So thank you for all the links. By the way, I did have some comments where again it was something I was unfamiliar with, but there was no link. The more you guys leave me a link, you know, basically the more I'm going to be able to learn on my end and get what you're saying, and then, you know, we can have more of an interactive conversation. So links are good. And then I did want to briefly touch on, for some reason, and like I say, I'm new here, so maybe I'm doing something wrong. But for some reason, I was getting a lot of comments, or not comments, notifications where it would say somebody like, you know, John Smith left you a comment on this video. And I'd go, okay. And so I would go to that video and I didn't see a comment there. Like YouTube is hiding it. And I don't know anything about that. I'm not hiding your comments. And so if I'm worried someone is writing me and then I'm not writing back because I don't know you wrote me, you know, So I just wanted to mention that. Um, but yeah, I got just a ton of notifications on Saturday, and I try to usually reply to people in a timely manner. But I was gone all day Saturday, so I guess that's the story I'll tell here for those who are still listening to the video. I figure some people kind of get the general gist from the beginning of the video and they tune out. That's fine. I'm not, I usually like to listen to things and I like to get a feel for somebody's personality, you know. Um, and I like to just hear about people's experiences. So at any rate, um, I had a gentleman by the name of Roger pay for me and my family to go to Kentucky to see this 1/1 scale replica that they've built there of Noah's Ark. Um, and I wasn't excited about going. Roger had kind of asked me if I'd ever seen it, and I was like, nah, like it's not really my thing, because my knees hurt really bad. Like I need my right knee is going to need replaced. And so for me, if I sit in a car for more than say 45 minutes, my knees just start killing me. And in my back, I have a degenerative spinal condition. So then my back hurts really bad. Um, and at any rate, uh, I don't do car trips, you know, and it doesn't bother me because when I see places that I think are interesting, the way it's worked for me for a long time is I'll just look at photographs of the places online and I feel pretty satisfied. You know, I feel like I get it. Um, and there were a lot of times as a kid where, you know, you'd see something like the Grand Canyon in person and I'd go, yep, that's a hole in the ground. Just, I wasn't that into some things other people were into, you know, everybody's wired different. But so Roger is like, "Have you been to this place? Oh, it's so neat. You gotta see how big this boat is, man." And I was like, "Well, I mean, I get the concept though. It's a big boat." Um, and at any rate, he ended up paying for my family to go down and he chartered us this bus. And I think to save a little money, which by the way, I don't want to sound ungrateful. Roger, if you happen to listen to this, Um, it was extremely kind of you, and thank you for taking care of everything, you know. That said, I think it's safe to say everybody on the bus was not very impressed with this bus. And like as soon as we got on the bus, we were told that there was a problem with the restroom and not to use it. And we were like, "Oh man." I also noticed at one point the guy said no dairy products are allowed on board, and I was like, that's kind of seems random to me. Like, okay, and they said something, but he said something about the guy who owns the bus doesn't like when there's cheese or whatever, you know, dripped on the seat, and I'm thinking like, well, okay, but like surely there's other things that make a mess too. I'm surprised the rule isn't don't make a mess. But I guess what I really noticed was he was sort of saying like the guy. It wasn't like the company that owns the bus. It was like just the guy who owns the bus doesn't like this. And I was like, man, this is not you know what I mean? It's not Greyhound or something. Like I've never been on a Greyhound bus, so maybe that's a horrible example. But it just I think the bus was very sketchy. And um the fact that I couldn't use the restroom in the back of the bus, I'm like, that's going to be a problem. I'm not a spring chicken anymore, and it's something that I have to do. Uh, frequently, right? And they're like, no, you got to hold it. So we left at 6 and we got there at lunchtime at noon. And I was like, oh no, like, so I immediately went to the restroom. And it was so hot. It was so humid because I don't live in that state. I live uh further north. And so we'd gone far enough south, 6 hours south of where I live, that woof, that that was hot out. And I don't think there was a cloud in the sky. So when you're doing stuff outside, it's all, bright sunlight and everything. Um and my son had saw a sign somewhere that was giving the measurements of, because you're kind of going around, like, think of it like an ovular racetrack, and then you go up to the next level and you do it again. You go up to the next level and you do it again. I don't know how many levels there were, like maybe 5, but each one you walk a little over um the length of 3 football fields. So, and like everybody's in there and just packed shoulder to shoulder, and all that body heat like made it very, very hot. And they must have problems with people being dehydrated, because places that sold drinks were like frequent, you know what I mean? And I was like, wow. Yeah, like imagine like a shopping mall or something where, you walk another 50 feet or whatever, and here's another food court. You walk another 50 feet and here's another food court, where I live, that's not how it is. A mall where I live has one food court, because you're not at that level of risk of dehydration. But yeah, so I wasn't drinking anything. And we didn't get home last night until 10 o'clock. And of course, as soon as I got off the bus, the first thing I did was um the parking lot where I got picked up is about a mile from my house. So I hurried home, um, did my business, and then chugged a couple bottles of water and crashed, went to bed, so tired, and took pain pills and stuff, because my knees were just screaming at me by the end of the day. I mean, really, they were screaming at me at noon, but my knees really hurt at the end of the day. My back hurt. Just, I was like, man, I'm ready. I'm ready for this day to be over. So I woke up this morning, and whereas I would describe yesterday more as like sharp pain and things like that, this morning when I woke up, I was just out of it. And I realized that brain fog and stuff like that is part of the dehydration process. So I don't even know how many bottles of water I've drank today. That's all I'm doing. Um, so I read all the messages. Facebook would let me, or not Facebook, YouTube would let me read, the ones they're not hiding from me. Um, and yeah, that was nice. The positivity that I was reading, this morning in the messages sort of offset how horrible yesterday was. But I want to touch base because you guys have given me a lot of video links to watch, and I'm just out of it today. I know that if I'm watching videos now, it's not really going to soak in. I'm going to be like zoned out and tired, and you know, I want to give things my full attention. Um, I'm a teacher, so I'll actually be teaching all week. This is the first year that my son is old enough to have a job. So I need to, and he doesn't have a driver's license yet. But I'll be busy teaching a lot. And then I'll also, my time will be taken up getting him to and from work. And then all the other stuff I need to do in daily life. So it might be a little while. I might not watch videos until next weekend when I have some more time. But yeah, I just wanted to touch base, let you guys know what was going on, say thank you first and foremost. And yeah, all that stuff. I think I mentioned in an earlier video, if you guys are willing to hit like and leave a comment, that helps the channel out. I'm sorry that I can't see every comment. As I understand the YouTube algorithm, though, even if I can't see the comment, don't let that deter you from commenting. It still helps the channel, you know. I think that if the channel has no activity whatsoever, then on YouTube's end, they're kind of like, well, your videos are taking up space in our servers. Why should we put up with you if nothing's going on there? You get it. You get the idea. I'm gonna wrap this up. I'm gonna drink some more water and probably take a nap or something, try to catch up on some sleep. But yeah, thank you guys for everything. I hope everybody has a great week ahead of them. Feel free to leave me comments, leave me videos you want me to watch, all that stuff. And I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.